We often imagine what we would do with $1 million. We take an incredible vacation, pay off our bonds, or send the mother-in-law to family abroad. But what about $1 billion? You could buy the White House twice, or Balmoral Castle if you prefer. Let's discover 15 mind-blowing billionaire statistics. Number 1. How many billionaires are in the world? A little over a month ago, Forbes released their 35th annual billionaires list. There, they confirmed there are currently a record-breaking 2,755 billionaires in the world in 2021. This figure is 666 more than 2020. Their combined worth is $13.1 trillion, which is up $8 trillion from last year. Number 2. How did most billionaires make their fortune? The majority of billionaires are self-made. The top 10 richest billionaires accounted for $1.2 trillion in the US, with Jeff Bezos hanging on to the number 1 position with a balance of $187 billion. And without a doubt, many billionaires have inherited vast fortunes, but maintaining a vast fortune and inheriting a fortune are two completely separate entities. According to Yahoo Finance, billionaires have their money in the following areas: public holdings, private holdings, liquid assets, real estate, and luxury assets. The top 10 areas that billionaires do business in include manufacturing, sport, healthcare, energy, food and beverage, media, fashion and retail, real estate, technology, and investments. Number 3. What is the demographic of a billionaire? Hey Luxers, what does your average run-of-the-mill billionaire look like? No need to think too hard because 88% of them are white men. Only 10% of billionaires are under the age of 50. By quickly glancing at the top 10 richest people in the world, you'll have all the information you need. The only odd one out is at number 10, Mukesh Ambani. The other 9 billionaires are Sergey Brin, Larry Page, Larry Ellison, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Bernard Arnault, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos. And hey Luxers, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel where we bring out interesting and thought-provoking videos every day. Number 4. The number of black billionaires. Visual Capitalist released a list of the number of black billionaires there were in the world as of the 24th of February 2021. Here are the top 5 black billionaires, their net worth, and how they made their money. David Stewart is worth $3.7 billion. He's an IT provider from the United States. There's Abdul Samad Rabiu, who made his $4.8 billion in cement and sugar in Nigeria. Back to the US to meet Robert F. Smith, who has a net worth of $5.2 billion, which he made in private equity. There's Mike Adenuga, whose $6.1 billion fortune was amassed through oil and telecoms in Nigeria. And finally, Aliko Dangote, also from Nigeria, has amassed a fortune of $11.5 billion through cement and sugar. Aliko Dangote owns 85% of Dangote Cement, the largest cement producer in Africa. Number 5. How many centi-billionaires are in the USA? First off, a centi-billionaire is a billionaire that has at least $100 billion. These include the founder of Oracle, Larry Ellison, whose bottom line is $101 billion. Warren Buffett with the exact same balance. Bill Gates at $130 billion. But as you're well aware, that might reduce drastically post-divorce. Elon Musk with $172 billion, and of course, Jeff Bezos, who fluctuates between $187 and $197 billion. And speaking of post-divorce, be sure to watch our video 15 Reasons Why Billionaires Get Divorced, where we delve further into what could lie ahead for Bill Gates. Number 6. The world's richest person makes $2,489 a second. Several reputable sites, including Business Insider, have confirmed that Jeff Bezos makes around $2,489 a second. And while his net worth keeps rising and falling, it's fair to say his per-second rate is completely unfathomable. This equates to twice as much money made every second than the average American earns in a week. Number 7. Where do the most billionaires live? The richest of the rich live around the world, but the highest concentration of billionaires is as follows, according to visualcapitalist.com. Hangzhou is home to 47 billionaires. San Francisco leads by 1 billionaire, and London jumps ahead to 63 billionaires. In Shanghai, you have the possibility of meeting 64 billionaires, while your chances are slightly up in Shenzhen with 68. Moscow has 79, Hong Kong 80, and the top two places go to New York City with 99 billionaires and Beijing with 100 in total. Number 8. Who's the youngest billionaire in the world? He's not even allowed to drink in the USA because he's 3 years away from his 21st birthday. The youngest billionaire in the world is Germanaire Kevin David Lehman. His father is Gunther Lehman, and the Lehman family owns 50% of Germany's leading drugstore chain, DM. When Kevin was 14, his father transferred a stake of the company to his son, which remained under a trusteeship until he turned 18. Business Insider confirms that Kevin David Lehman is worth $3.3 billion. Number 9. The world's youngest crypto billionaire. Hey Luxers, you know our thoughts on crypto, and here's some more proof that it's the way forward. The youngest billionaire in the world through crypto is Vitalik Buterin. This Russian-Canadian programmer is just 27 years old. The Observer reports that Buterin is one of the founding members of the cryptocurrencies and other blockchain applications that we've come to know today. He was just 19 when he proposed the design of the Ethereum platform. He has 333,500 Ether in his main crypto wallet, worth $1.029 billion. We strongly advise you sign up for our Bitcoin Essentials course. It's an in-depth blockchain and Bitcoin resource for those who want to get started with crypto. Go to Alux.com/Bitcoin to enroll now. Number 10. The wealthiest woman in the world. Her name is Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, and she's the French L'Oréal heiress with a net worth of $82.8 billion. It was her grandfather that started L'Oréal, and her family still owns 33% of L'Oréal stock. According to Forbes, Bettencourt-Meyers' inheritance was the subject of a sensational trial in France, in which a man was convicted of manipulating her ailing mother for her fortune. Number 11. What traits do most billionaires have in common? Raphael Batziat wrote the book The $1 Billion Secret: 20 Principles of Billionaire Wealth and Success, which you can listen to for free on Audible by claiming your book through Alux.com/freebook. For this book, he interviewed 21 billionaires, and he found 3 common factors between all 21 of them. These were: 1. They succeeded regardless of their circumstances. 2. It's not about the money for them. And 3. They're frugal. Number 12. What really happened with Kylie Jenner and her supposed billionaire status? Madeline Berg, writing for Forbes, wrote a lengthy article titled "Inside Kylie Jenner's Web of Lies and Why She's No Longer a Billionaire." The expose revealed that Jenner had inflated the size of her success of her business. As printed in the report, findings released by publicity-traded Coty over the past 6 months lay bare one of the family's best-kept secrets. Kylie's business is significantly smaller and less profitable than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry and media outlets, including Forbes, to believe. Number 13. Most billionaires have an education. While most billionaires are self-made, it doesn't mean they don't have an education. According to CNBC, most billionaires have a college degree, with most of them having studied engineering or computer science. Jeff Bezos studied electrical engineering and computer science. Bill Gates studied pre-law. Mark Cuban studied management and administration. Mark Zuckerberg started computer science and psychology. Most of the first-time jobs held by billionaires were as a salesperson, software developer, stock trader, or analyst. Number 14. Is it education or connections that make you a billionaire? Jonathan Y., PhD, wanted to find out if it was an education that made a person a billionaire or connections. According to Psychology Today, Y. conducted a series of analyses examining whether more educated and smarter people accumulated a higher net worth. To sum it up, it was both, because education introduced connections. His findings brought forward the following. Amongst billionaires, those with greater wealth were significantly more likely to have attended an elite school. The only place where this differed, he said, was in Russia, where billionaires were more likely to have ties with Vladimir Putin or the Russian government. Number 15. Billionaires who lost it all. It must be quite a job to lose more than $1 billion, but these people managed to do so quite easily. Huang Wenji, chairman of the China Jicheng Holdings, lost 91% of his company's stock during a stock market dip, making for his $1.9 billion personal wealth plummet. Alberto Villar, former US-based investment manager, had an investment company called Amerindo Investment Advisors, which was worth $1 billion. A stock market sell-off in 2000 negatively affected his company, and his arrest on money laundering, wire fraud, and stock fraud cases didn't really help him either. Vijay Mallya has applied for UK asylum. The Indian businessman and former billionaire turned his father's liquor business into a $1.5 billion business. He also owned Kingfisher Airlines, but the debt kept rising and eventually he fled to the UK, millions of dollars in debt. That case is still pending. So Aluxers, what would you do if you had $1 billion at your disposal? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so please join the conversation. Now, you stuck with us until the end, of course, you're getting a bonus. A billionaire that often falls under the radar is Batman, and he recently revealed how he feels about being one of the richest superheroes in history. His true feelings are revealed when he communicates quite deeply with Miracle Molly, a new cyberpunk-influenced character from the Unsanity Collective, according to Screen Rant. Batman also admitted that he struggles to relate to the poorer people of Gotham and can't seem to see things from anyone else's perspective. Sounds like Batman to a T, doesn't it? Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We're so glad you joined us today. Remember, we have plenty more videos. Just click subscribe. And of course, we always appreciate you liking this one.